Hey everyone, this is Kimmy, Mama on a Mission, and I am going to do a ship with me video today. So basically what a ship with me video is, and different resellers do it different ways, but I've already pulled the items that I need to ship that have sold, and I am going to show you them and tell you what they sold for and why I picked them up and all of those things. So I have quite a few orders to go out from just Saturday and Sunday. And shockingly enough, I have sales from eBay, Poshmark, and Depop. So that is actually really good for me because sometimes one or the other is like way underperforming or overperforming. So I'm excited to show you. I have a couple really good sales, some bread and butter, and I do have one stinker, an item that just took way too long to sell. And I thought it was going to do good, but you know, that's the name of the game. Sometimes you pick up things and it doesn't go like you think it was gonna go. So I'll start out with Depop. I have two very solid sales. One of them, it was in one of my haul videos. So again, this is just from Saturday and Sunday. It is Sunday and I'm already getting my shipping together. So quite a few sales for just 2 days. This was in one of my haul videos. Is a super sweet Metallica shirt. This was listed, it took about 3 weeks to sell. And I did get a lot of offers, but I was willing to just kind of wait it out and see what happened. I picked this up at a regular Goodwill for $6.99. Actually, it ended up being like $6.20 because I had some points. It is vintage. That's the tag. It's a Tennessee River tag. And it's double-sided, great graphic. I mean, this one's kind of a no-brainer. I was lucky enough to be at the right place at the right time. And $6.99, it took 3 weeks to sell, and I sold it for $58 on Depop, and they have virtually no fees. So my take-home is, I get $55 from that. And so, you know, minus my $7, I made $40, you know. Do the math, Kim. You should know this. 55 minus 7 is $48 in profit that I made on this in about 3 weeks. This, if you have any type of connection or you find vintage band tees, you know, that's awesome, and that's definitely something you want to be looking out for. I sold this, and these two items were both in the same haul video. It's probably, well, I guess it's been 3 weeks, so go back a couple, and these both were in a haul video from the same pickup. This is from the same place. This is vintage, made in the USA. If you are also vintage like I am, then you remember how popular some of these spell out shirts were, especially Bebe or BB. I still don't even know how it's pronounced. Juicy Couture. We've talked about Abercrombie and Fitch, Hollister, you know, everything had like a big spell out. This has the rhinestone, very classic Y2K piece. I knew I wasn't going to make $1 million off of it, but I knew it would sell. Keywords I used were those things: Y2K, vintage, spell out, rhinestone, bling. I paid $3 for this at a regular Goodwill. It sold for $20 plus shipping. So I made about $15, and that was on Depop again. So the fees are very low on Depop. So it's a great sale, quick flip. I knew that wasn't going to be $1 million maker, but I was confident that it was going to sell. So here's another great sale. The name of the brand is Born. It's these really cute. I'm starting to pick up and list spring and summer items. So I got these at the Goodwill outlet. The Goodwill outlet, you pay by the pound. Mine is $1.29 per pound. So these are like not even a half a pound. I probably paid about 75 cents, 50 cents. I'll have to get it weighed out. Really cute detail. The brown and white strappy look, very classic. Born is a great sandal brand. I sold these for $29 plus shipping. And again, these took about 2 weeks to sell. They're in pretty good shape. But so that was a great sale. So, you know, 75 cents to $29 plus shipping. I will take that all day long. That's a great flip for me, and it's very fast. That was like a very fast sale. This is also a Goodwill Bins find. And I was actually surprised. It was in a picked over bin. The brand is Athleta. Where is the tag? You know, Athleta is a great brand. It kind of like rivals with Lululemon. You know, some more. Lululemon is higher, of course, but that's kind of the realm. I did not really know that they did a lot of swim pieces. This is a tankini. Athleta at the bins. This cost me $1. It has underwire, and it sold for $25 plus shipping. I love the flattering, like feminine details with the ruching. That's a great pick. You know, again, 75 cents to $25. That's what I want to do over and over and over again. This sat actually a little bit longer than I expected, but I would say it sold in about 6 months. So it's a 2-piece set. Don't overlook like intimates, pajamas. If you can find a nice little set, this is like a camisole, like a pajama nightie with the matching robe. Little. So if you can find nice robes, pajamas, people want to be comfy when they go to bed, right? So if you can find, look at me, I'm such a mess. I can't even find the brand. I want to show you guys the brand. You guys, here it is. You see it's Talia Sodi. Thalia Sodi, S-O-D-I. And the comps were great. It took a little bit longer to sell. Very soft. Love the 2-piece set together. I got this at a regular Goodwill for $5, and it sold for $31 on an offer plus shipping. My Autobot, like it's Transformers, my app sent out on offer, and it finally sold. So still a great flip. Do not overlook like a lot of the intimates, pajamas. There's opportunities there. Look at this thing, you guys. You're like, this is what she sells to put sandwiches in my kids' lunches? Yes, this is what I sell, y'all. I'll show you the tag. It's obviously vintage. It's Lands of Salzburg and L-A-N-Z. Again, you have to be picky, but if you find some of these older nightie robes, you'd be surprised at what they could do. Which, I'm going to just double check the price on this one. Yeah. So this also sold quick. I would say I had it maybe 6 weeks. Look at this lovely vintage print. So, at the bins, I picked this up for, we'll just say $1. I don't think it's going to be a full pound. And it sold for $27.55 plus shipping in less than 2 months. So to me, if you can get something to move within 90 days, 3 months, that's a higher sell-through rate or a quicker turnaround, which is great. So obviously several of these already have been quick turnarounds for me. I have a dud. I can see it right here. And that took forever, and that was not a great sale. But if you can get things to move $1 to $27 from the Goodwill outlet, this one is, this vintage nightie, that's a good sale for me. Here's the dud, okay? The loser, baby. I thought it was going to do great. It's NHL, Chicago Blackhawks. Now, why did I just sell this now? I don't know, because it kind of obviously is like a winter Christmassy theme. It sat for over a year. Sat, and it sold for $4. I was relisting, lowering prices, doing sales. That's what it took, you guys. I basically should have just like redonated this, but took forever. I do hope that the person really likes it. It's nice. It's NHL. You guys know how much this sports stuff costs. And it's kind of a cool, like, winter sweater. Why? It took way too long, and I didn't get nothing for it. So that's a dud. Now, like I said, you should be looking at NHL, NFL, MLB, all those things. There's a lot of money in that if you can find it for the right price. So I can't really tell you. Maybe because it's a sweater and it's not like a cool jersey or something. Here's another great flip. This was about 3 months. This is a newer Anthropologie tag, size 32, which is a great size for women. I found the style of this. It's called the Wanderer pant. It has this nice camo. It's kind of like a jogger. Anthropologie. If you're a newer reseller, Anthropologie has a million different brands. It took me forever to get to know some of them. So that took me a lot of studying to do. And this sold for $28 plus shipping. I found this in a regular Goodwill for half off. It was still sitting there. It was off at one of the half off days. Now, I told you guys that a whole group of the Goodwills near me took away their half off tags. They took away basically all of their discounts. They don't have senior discount, veteran discount, anything. None of that. But I do have some farther away. I'm like in a location where I can go to a lot of different things if I'm willing to drive like 45 minutes. I'm in the middle of, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like I'm not in the middle of, I don't know. I'm more rural, where it usually takes about 30 to 45 minutes to go to a lot of these places. So this Goodwill was not part of that group that took away the half off tags. So they still have half off tags, which is great because I do love to find a good half off tag. But I was surprised. It says right on it, Anthropologie. And this was still sitting there on the half off day. So I don't know. That's usually a little surprising because the half off tags, you know, they rotate the colors through. So if it was blue this week, then like it won't be blue half off for another 3, 4, 5 weeks, right? So this item sat in the Goodwill for 3, 4 weeks. It says Anthropologie right on it. The regular price was $7.99. So really, to me, that's not a bad price for an Anthropologie item. And it literally says right on it, Anthropologie. So I don't know. Good for me though. I paid $4 and it sold for $28 plus ship. Again, that's my goal for this year, was to raise my ASP, my average sales price. I was more in the 15 to 20. I'm trying to get into the solid 20 and do more of like 25, 30s. That is my goal for this year. But obviously, you know, you guys chime in. Let me know like what your goals are. What kind of prices, you know, turning $1 to $29. You know, I feel like that's great for me, and that's actually right where I would like to be. So you guys chime in. Let me know what you guys are doing, what your goals are, if you're setting goals. This is a Torrid piece. I found this at the Goodwill bins, and I was a little reluctant to pick it up just because it's a plus size piece, and usually you know, a lot of plus size women like long sleeves. They like a button up. There's certain styles that do a lot better for me. But, you know, this sold very quickly for me. So at the bins, this cost me 50 cents. Torrid is a bread and butter for me. Like if you have to pay $10 for Torrid pieces, I would say that would be a pass 99% of the time. Torrid is heavily saturated, and there's like certain pieces do well. This sold for $15 plus ship in like 2 weeks. So a quick turnaround. I knew it wasn't going to be $1 million. It only cost me 50 cents at the Goodwill outlet. And I'm actually, honestly, I'm surprised. What I put in there was boho lace corset, because it has these corset. It's smocked in the back. You know, when you're doing these listings, if you want to get your listings to stand out from the rest, you might have to put in a little bit more time. Hair check today. Hot Mess Express. How we doing? You have to be able to put in a little bit more time, and I do feel like that sometimes that does work for me very well because I put in some of those keywords. So don't be afraid to put an extra minute or two into your listing and put in some of those things. Crochet lace, floral print, smocked. I would say this has a feminine feel, maybe even a sexy feel. You know, kind of use those keywords to help the search engines find your items. Now the next couple items were Poshmark. So I had 2 on Depop. I don't know how many that was, like 7, 8 on eBay so far, and mostly really great sales. And I have 3 on Poshmark, which is actually more than normal. So I'm happy with that for my 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, and it's Sunday night. So I'm getting all my packages ready to go here. This one, most of you will know, Spanx. Ironically enough, I was just talking to my sister about this, and we were talking about how Spanx, the skinnier stuff, is now going out of style, or they're saying don't pick it up as much because the market, the trend is that we are going to a more wide leg, boot cut, flare. It's really more wide leg and flare style bottoms. Relaxed fit. The super skinny is going out of style. Ironically enough, then I sell these, which is a skinny. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. I'm wearing a skinny right now, so take that for, you know, what it's worth. But these are Spanx skinny jeggings. Spanx is always something. If you see that Spanx, that big red tag, give it a second look and see, you know, if it's worth it for you. These sold for $25 plus shipping. Now, as far as the shipping part goes, Poshmark, you can use any priority mail items. So that's already built into their shipping model. So a lot of my priority mail clothes, I'm dropping things here, go in this Tyvek mailer. And I order this on USPS.com for free. So, you know, priority mail is more expensive, but since Poshmark automatically gives you priority mail, then I just order these free supplies. So I will just put this right in here, whoop, and away it goes. Super easy. You know, there's a lot of people who don't like doing clothes, and I get that, but the shipping part is, for the most part, really easy compared to hard goods. So hard goods obviously are hard items. This is a textile. But hard goods, you're talking about things that you have to wrap, you have to bubble wrap, put in a box. And granted, I do that too, but I like the shipping aspect of the clothes. This one sold for $19. This is a bread and butter J. Jill 22W. This is what I'm talking about with the plus size. They, you know, a lot of my customer base likes button-ups or Henleys or looser styles, relaxed fit, long sleeves, 3/4 sleeves. This is just a bread and butter J. Jill. It sold for $19. Again, J. Jill, you just have to be a little bit more careful. This was a very cute piece, though. I was happy to get this sold. It took like 4 or 5 months, and it's kind of going into spring. Look how cute this is. Oshkosh, Bagash, kids items do pretty well for me. This super cute, look at that plaid. You guys, I just can't. It's, whoever wears this is just gonna look super cute. But the bibs do pretty well for me. Oshkosh in general does pretty well for me. I found this at the bins. So again, this is like a 75-cent item for me. It sold for $20 in about 4 months. So I'm again making $15 off of these items, where I'm going 1 to 20. You know, that's about a $15 profit after fees. Look how cute this is. So I will do another video in the next couple days where I show more of what I've sold in the week and put, you know, the financial stuff up there and kind of tell you how much I sold in that time frame. So if that's more of your style, definitely go back to some of my old videos. I have what solds. Obviously right now I'm shipping my items. So right after I get done with this video, I'm going to start packaging it all up, and it'll sit here until I can get to the post office tomorrow. If you have any questions or thoughts, always chime in. I love connecting with you guys. You've had some really good questions lately, and just chiming in that you're either new or old reseller, or you're just watching just to see what kind of stuff us pickers are out there finding. And I have some more good finds coming up. I've had a couple. I don't want to say my luck has been good because I've been working really hard. I don't know, my lighting, you know, I'm always like battling this lighting situation. I don't want to say it's my luck because like one day I thrifted for hours and hours and hours, and I was exhausted. Like I came home and I just like passed out. So it's not always just luck. You just have to push through and try to find things, quality items that you feel good about. And if you didn't see one of my last ones, I found a banger. It's up for auction right now. It went from 99 cents to $100. And no joke, like within an hour of me listing it. It's got a couple days left. We'll see what happens with that. If you want to see what the banger is, go back to a couple of my other videos. It's exciting. I don't normally do auctions. eBay used to be huge on auctions, and that's, you know, how eBay got its like fame. But I do 99% of my stuff is, you know, I'll buy it now, possibly with an offer. So it was kind of fun. This item, I wasn't exactly sure what someone would pay. So I threw it up on auction, and I'm glad I did, because if you watch that other video, in my video when I put the banger at the end, I said I was going to get $50 to $75. And honestly, that would be great. And the auction is over $100 right now. Sometimes if you find something super rare, it is just, the value is what someone is willing to pay for it. So, looks like I can buy some eggs this week, y'all. Because y'all know they're so expensive. So, I guess I'm going to have egg money after that auction. I'll be able to buy like 7 eggs with the $100. Y'all check in, chime in, say hi, and I'll have more videos for you guys soon. I hope you are selling and the thrifting world is blessing you with lots of fun finds. We'll talk to you guys soon.